Nicole, also known as the King's Daughter, and I'm back with Kenny. How are you doing, Kenny?
Great.
That's
Doing great,
awesome. I'm
yeah.
really excited because it's been a while since we did the last interview when we talked about passion and finding your passion, and now it's time for an update because I want to know, this whole process is a journey, in terms of meeting your ultimate goal. So I want to know about what's been happening. Has there been any challenges along the way so far?
Yeah, like what's life without its valleys and peaks and that kind of
Right.
thing. That's what I call it as. But I moved from my parents' place and now I'm living on my own.
Freedom.
Freedom, exactly. I'm doing that, and then also at a certain point I had my laptop stolen,
Oh, that's too
and
bad.
looking back, it's like it was like the greatest thing. But
Well,
at the moment,
a blessing because it's more like a clean slate. You get to start over,
exactly.
you
Yeah, it
know.
was a fresh start at that point.
That's awesome. And then being on your own now, that's a good thing.
Yeah, it's pushes me to like I have clearer deadlines and like more focus in a sense
Yeah.
because like really like it's me out there in the world, and if I don't get it together, then I don't know what
Well,
happens.
you basically lose focus, right?
Yeah, exactly. So
Would you say you had another infilling of creativity that came along with this freedom?
yeah, because in a sense I could now do more work with more people, um, be out later, and just like it's allowed me. It's because I went from an environment that wasn't really like too into like what I was doing in a
Mm.
sense, and in the environment that I'm in right now with the different musicians and different artists and creative people that I've surrounded myself with, it's allowed me to like really push the envelope in what I do in that sense of art and creativity
Yeah. So that ultimately leads to growth,
to
right?
growth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So what are some of the fruits of what all the input you've been putting
fruits.
out?
Yeah,
Yeah. What are some of the great things that have been happening?
I mean the network is great now. It's big. It's expanding. It's to the point that like can't go out in the city without running into somebody I know. It's also allowed me to have connections into like doing like different shows and different business opportunities in a sense. Cause like I do run a clothing company also, and
Oh, great. What's the name?
the name is it's self-titled, but it's named Kenny.
Kenny. Nice. And Kenny has a band called Truman that has caught the
Exact
attention of Blues Fest, I heard.
Blues Fest. Yeah, we just I just got the email from them, and they're just requesting some other information, but everything seems good to go.
That's huge. That's a big, big
I almost don't
deal.
believe it at this point,
You
but
know?
yeah, it's one of those things that it's just when it happens, it's
Yeah.
just wow.
Well, I'm actually blown away because actually when we first met, I mean, to me, I got the impression you were just starting out and trying to find your way, but not knowing you were deeper than that, and that's
Yeah,
the secret to this whole thing, right? You keep everything low.
that's pretty much me. I'm
Yeah.
not really the biggest boastful character. I think the most that I actually do like in speaking and in conversation in a sense is through like I guess music. Music is my form of expression in that sense. But most of the time, I'm more of an action oriented person in that sense.
Yeah, well, I'm really, really excited for you, and I know there's going to be more coming. Um, I just wanted, as usual, we always like to sum things up to speak to somebody that's out there, and as I mentioned, we're on the journey. So I would like you to share some words of encouragement to somebody they've found their passion and they're going along the way, but you have to tell them, okay, what words of advice would you give them to keep going?
Um, just be foolish, be free, be don't really follow like listen to your like inner being in that sense, and like the rest paves its way. Like you know where you're going, like figure out where you want to go, and the rest is just gonna fill in the blanks at that point. It's just like that's just how it works. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's working for you.
It's working for me.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it, then I go out.
yeah,
That's what I
that's
do.
that's awesome. Just be open.
Open.
Just be open. Don't be afraid to fail.
Don't be afraid of fail. And failure is just in a sense, it's just a different. It's another way of looking at it, like a learning experience and opportunity.
It definitely is. And on the way to success, okay, there's, like you said, there's valleys and peaks.
Valleys and peaks,
We
yes.
want to keep it on the highs, so you're on the rise, right?
Yeah.
All right, how do you sum it up? Kenny,
Kenny's
Truman
on the
Band,
rise.
all the way. Thank you.